in the 93s, we have quite the battle ahead of us with USA's Brandon Pitre, a fast upstart, but he will be met on the platform with recent Sheffield champion Gustav Hedlund from Sweden, as well as Emil Krastev from Bulgaria, and of course Carlos coming in just last minute to make weight. Emil Krastev of Bulgaria, 290 kilos for his opening squat. And he is not just a podium threat, believe me, he's a threat for the overall title. In training anyways, has hit as high as 906. He's ready.
But he has to do them on the platform.
895 kilos is the world record. Brandon Pitre, 295, the heavily hyped, much anticipated world's debut.
Hit 315 at his nationals in March.
At the nationals, tying Gustav Hedlund's world record at 895. Oh.
And he is on form today.
He is on form today. At 300 kilos for the world record holder Gustav Hedlund. And despite holding the world record total, has never won an open world championship. Oh my goodness, Joe.
That was phenomenal from Gustav.
Now Carlos Peterson Griffith, 305, Guyana, literally landed in his plane from the other side of the world today, made weight with 30 seconds on the clock, which might be a record in and of itself.
It might be. We heard he hadn't made weight.
Opening with the heaviest squat. Is this bold? Is this foolish? We're about to find out. Oh my goodness! Emil Krastev, 305 kilos. Sizable 15 kilo jump, still 2.5 kilos below his personal best. 2-1, it's good. And 310 kilos for America's Brandon Pitre, with his top end being 315.
I think he's got more.
Definitely more. Does he equal his previous best of 315, or does he tempt fate and go beyond that? Gustav Hedlund, 315. He squatted 325. Brendan will outpull Gustav.
He's in great shape.
Yeah, he's in tip-top shape. 3 white lights.
He was the Sheffield winner this year, and that's going to give you some confidence and momentum.
Carlos Peterson Griffith, 325.
I can't imagine putting together a competition of this standard just having arrived from the airport.
And this is incredible.
He's sped up.
And this is incredible.
Opener.
Up next, 312.5 kilos for Emil Krastev. Whereas Emil looks like if he could hit this, he's going to start pulling away and put something up we've never seen from him before. Oh!
I thought that had grown to a halt. We've got it moving again.
Is today the day?
He's another lifter that's been on the podium so many times, never managed to get to the top step.
All right, well, Brandon Pitre, 315 his previous personal best. 320, Brandon trying to hold serve. He's hit this in training leading into the World Championships. And Brandon Pitre is also on point today. An emotional Pitre thanking the crowd for their support.
We have got a dogfight on our hands.
Can Gustav maintain the pace? 327.5, small personal best for him. Whoa, and that looked as solid as a second.
Phenomenal squatting from Gustav Hedlund.
We know his previous best was 895, same with Brandon Pitre. Both of these gentlemen looking like over 900 kilos, definitely on the table. And then comes the miracle man, the man of mystery, 337.5.
After the difficulties had with the late visa, the late travel, made weight, as you say, 30 seconds to go.
If he can pull off a world record under those conditions, I don't want to hear an excuse from anybody. Oh my goodness.
Can't believe what I'm seeing. Oh.
2-1 on depth, and the national team coach heading on over to the jury as they review it.
And they've overruled.
Jury!
It's a world record.
And the clock continues. to get sweeter for Carlos, the crowd.
And Carlos Peterson Griffith takes the world record with squat gold.
Carlos 165 for his opening bench as we move directly into the 93s.
Now this is the lift that really hurts him. He's got a massive squat, he's got a massive deadlift. He's a little bit behind the pace on bench.
Depending what he does in the bench press event, he might be pulling for the gold medal. America's Brennan Pitre, 197.5.
He's a great guy. He worked the platform at the World Bench Championships in Texas only a couple of weeks ago.
That's a pretty smooth opener.
Relatively narrow grip though.
Yeah.
But he's got long arms. He's got a big deadlift, doesn't he? So he's got deadlift arms.
Gustav Hedlund, 200 kilos even, current world record holder. Now let's see how his bench moves.
Okay, it moves really well.
I would be entirely comfortable with a 10 kilo jump. 225 by Emil Krastev. No major surprise that he's opening the heaviest.
But he's done 232.5 and his training has gone really well since then.
And today, Emil seems to be on another level.
You don't often see 500 pounds moving at that speed.
172.5 for Carlos Peterson Griffith.
Losing a little bit of ground now.
And there was a small stutter on the way up. Previously, he's done a good 10 kilos over that.
I think he can put another 5 kilos on that.
America's Brennan Pitre, 207.5.
This match is his second attempt from his national competition in March. He ended up, as you say, with 212.5 that day.
Okay, wow, that's
Slowed down a lot.
That slowed down a lot.
Has he brought his grip in to overcome a problem?
212.5 for Gustav Hedlund, and things are getting interesting.
Wow.
In comparison, 12.5 kilo jump, Joe.
Yeah, and that was much faster.
10 kilo jump for Emil Krastev. 235 kilos. The world record stands at 245.5.
Will it be a distraction though? Will
Yeah.
it encourage him to overreach?
If I'm honest, I think it might be. The world record is definitely not there today, but
Yeah, I agree. He did get a red card for elbow jack.
as we start with the third and final bench, Carlos Peterson Griffith, 177.5 kilos. And Griffith, 3 for 3, but 5 kilos below his personal best. Wonder if he's losing a little bit of steam, if the travel, the last minute big hero cut, he's going to need a monster deadlift if he's going to get on the podium. Brennan Pitre, 210 kilos, 207.5 we thought was tough. 212.5 is his previous personal best, but I think the Americans doing the right decision, only loading 210. You know what, looked a lot like the second.
But he's got all the kilos he could from bench.
We had suspected 217.5 for Gustav.
So this match is his best. Yeah, 220 would just be a stretch too far and you're potentially leaving 5 kilos behind though.
Wow.
Really nice.
You know what? 2020 hindsight, he might have had 220, but
Maybe
I'm glad they loaded 217.5. 237.5 for Emil Krastev. The way that moved, it looked like they could have loaded a little more, but his second attempt wasn't convincing, and I think it was the right move to make based off of what they had in front of them.
So Krastev takes the bench gold, Jamfi the silver, Hedlund the bronze.
327.5 for Emil Krastev of Bulgaria. Once he hits this, it'll bring his total to 877.5 and put him temporarily into first place if everybody should hit their firsts.
Now I've seen him do 345 in training, Brian. I'm not sure if you've seen him do even more than that, but the way that opener moved.
And Gustav Hedlund, 327.5 for his opening pull. If him and Brennan Pitre both hit their openers, they will be neck and neck at 867.5.
Well, Pitre will have way more headroom, I think, than Gustav. But that leaves Gustav 10 kilos behind Krastev right now. Krastev has put 345 in for his second.
337.5 for Brennan Pitre. Brennan has pulled 367.5.
He's made a statement there.
345 for Carlos Peterson Griffith, listed as 360 kilos on the platform best, but in the gym he's hit well beyond that. After he hits this, his total will be at 860 kilos, temporarily into 4th place.
So he's leading the way in the deadlift table ahead of Sletton and Pitre.
And as we take a look at the second attempts, Emil Krastev, should he hit his 345, will already be equal to the open world record of 895. Pitre and Hedlund behind him at 887.5 and 882.5 respectively.
Yeah, but Peterson will move ahead of Gustav.
Yeah, with 885.
He's taken a massive jump, 25 kilo jump to 370.
And just 2.5 kilos behind Pitre. It would be incredible. Gustav Hedlund up next, 342.5 kilos, historically speaking. 355 was his top end. Gustav off to a fast start, but currently pacing for bronze. Team Sweden maneuvering their lifter. Emil Krastev, 345 kilos in only his second attempt.
But his opener flew. It was so fast. And he's looked in such great shape today.
And I tell you what, 895 achieved on his second attempt, and there's a lot more in the tank.
He has got a lot left.
Brendan Pitre, 357.5. This is a big 20 kilo jump for him.
And this will move him ahead of Gustav Hedlund.
Still be behind Emil Krastev. It's 3 white lights, but let's take a look at this replay. There does not look to be a lot more in the tank here.
So he's in second place right now.
As Carlos loads 370, he'll end up in bronze medal position. We're in the second attempts, obviously, but 885 with Pitre at 887.5.
Is this overly ambitious to put 370 on for his second?
But home sweet home. Can he take it to the promised land? And he's a fighter, Joe.
But he can't lock it. Can't lock it. That's heartbreaking.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Let's hope that's just a bit of cramp. Oh dear. That's a real shame. But you know, what a hero. He's got the squat world record. He got a deadlift in, so he's secured that squat world record. But that's hard to see. So Krastev is leading the way with 895. Pitre is on 887.5. Hedlund on 882.
We assume one of the big contenders is pulled out in Carlos Peterson Griffith, but what a remarkable story, taking a world record in the situation he showed up in. I believe Team USA has 374 as a placeholder for Pitre, and he wants to see Emil Krastev with 355, has a placeholder of 362.5. I don't believe it. He wants to pull last, and he's going to pull for the win. I would be shocked if Carlos Peterson Griffith comes out for his 370, the way he limped off the platform for 370 on the second attempt. 355. Should he hit this, 905 for his total, breaking the total world record.
This would be his first open world record.
This might just put it out of reach for Gustav and Pitre. And he might have,
well, that changes everything. So we will have attempt changes running through the scoreboard now.
So Gustav Hedlund and Team Sweden now loading up 355 kilos, something he's previously hit to tie Emil Krastev on total, but best him on body weight.
Pitre is even lighter than the other two as well.
Expect Pitre to hang back and see what happens with Team Sweden and Gustav Hedlund.
This gets Gustav ahead, pulling for the lead.
Gustav nudges his way with authority into the gold medal position, forcing the hand of Team USA to answer the call.
He is forcing Brandon Pitre to load up a ridiculous number to try and get past.
It's going to be a big ask. 357.5 was threatening to come out of Brendan's hand, and he's got to load 365 to tie on total and win on body weight.
Could we end up with the entire podium
Look,
on 895?
365 kilos for Brendan Pitre. He has previously hit 367 and a half.
Got the support.
Oh, wow. Oh! It's gone! Just that left hand again.
Gustav Hedlund takes his first world title.
It almost doesn't even sound right to say it. Gustav Hedlund, a legend in the game already, his first world
I
title.
hesitated as I said it because it didn't sound right.
And we gotta think Carlos isn't coming out.
He's in the wings, Ryan. He's in the wings.
How? I don't even know if this is advisable. No, he looks like he's chalking his hands.
Oh my word.
My goodness.
How many surprises can one man give us?
It won't win him any medals, but it'll win him over the crowd, I am sure.
Oh, he's clutching his leg again.
Talk about the battle of the 93s that lived up. Gustav Hedlund, the world champion, Emil Krastev with silver, and America's Brendan Pitre in the bronze.